Hey, welcome back to our video. Today we are getting our brand new mini crane machine ready to go. Here I'm getting ready this piece of foam ready for the coin collector. I don't really like how the coins plink off of the metal at the bottom. It's kind of loud and obnoxious, and I don't think it'll go well for a location to have that plinking going on constantly. So we're just cutting out a little styrofoam, fitting it into the box, making it look nice and sound even better. Have any of you done anything like this? How do you feel about the plinking? Do you enjoy it? My wife enjoys it, but I, oddly enough, don't. But what do you feel? Leave it down in the comments below. Tell me how you feel about the sound of the coins hitting the bottom. Moving on now, I've got the cuts all made and ready to go. We're putting it inside the cash box right now. And with this pristine box, we're going to go ahead and put it in the bottom. Now, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do to get it fixed in there so that it would stay. However, I had laying around these little magnets from the Dollar Tree. So I decided to give those a try, see if they'd work. And sure enough, when I got one on each corner, that thing is solid. There is no movement, no shifting. When I've got coins in there and dump it out into a bag, there's no kind of fidgeting, nothing falls out. It all stays secure, so that was a good choice. Moving on here, I've got the machine temporarily kind of fixed out with some toys. I was looking at it, playing around, seeing how it works and everything. And we're just gonna go ahead and remove everything and get it ready to put everything in the bottom that I'm customizing it with. Now that I've got the machine bottom all emptied out, let me show you how I'm customizing it. To go with the Galaxy theme, I got this fabric at the Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to cut it into size and shape to fit the floor. Here I'm just fidgeting around with the fabric, trying to figure out roughly how much I'm gonna need, if I'm gonna need all 3 sheets that I bought, or if one of them might do. So now I'm getting the measurements ready, having a rough estimate of whether or not I'm going to need more than 1 or 2 sheets. Got it all measured out here, looking at the bottom, and I'm sure you can find the measurements online. I just didn't want to take the time to go and look it up. I had my measuring tape right there, so I just took care of it right then and there. All right, we are finished up the measurements, moving on to getting it sized out and cut up. Here you see me just taking the fabric through with my cutting tool, and we're getting it all sized out, cut and shaped the way that we want it to be to go inside of the machine. Now, I thought this was a cool idea. I thought they would make the playing field look really nice, especially when the machine gets lower. When you can actually see the bottom, I don't love having that stark metal white playing field. So I figured this would just be a fun addition. After I got it all finished up, I actually did find one video where somebody else, I can't remember quite who it was, but they also added their own kinds of customization to the playing field and their machine, just making it their own. What do you guys think? Does this look good? Do you think it's a good idea to customize your machines, make it more personable? What kinds of things would you like to put in your machine if you have one? How do you think it should be customized? Leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Maybe leave some ideas if you have any. I love that pattern though. Just looking at that cool, like, I don't know what you'd call it, galaxy, interstellar pattern. Just thought it was really cool, really fit the color scheme of the machine. So that's the one we picked out. All right, it is honesty time. In this video here, this little clip, you can see I measured and I messed up. So the measurements weren't terrible on that first piece, however, they weren't good enough. Everything is not quite right. So I do end up going back and resizing it, recutting it, and making it much better. It fits way better, looks neater than it did this first time. And with the end results here that I'll show you in a minute, I am super happy with how it looks. All right, so I went in and remeasured it, and here now we've got the correct measurements. We're putting it in. We've got that playing field looking really nice and clean. Super cool with that space theme all around, in and outside of it. I'm just putting in that final little bit. It's a lot better fit, so we're just gonna leave it there. We don't need to add any magnets or anything to it. It'll stay put for the most part where it's at. So now let's fill it up and have some fun. All right, now that we've got it all customized and looking great, let's go ahead and just have some fun. Because if you have a fun machine like this, why not try it out and play for yourself? So I filled it up with some of the new toys that were provided with the machine, those little capsules there, full of lots of fun little animals. Not my favorite product, but hey, you can't complain when they give it to you for free with your order of the machine. So free product is great product in my opinion. Then I also threw in some extra little toys I had laying around, that Bulbasaur, the little Mario mushrooms, and then I also bought a couple things from Five Below. I love that store. I think it's got a lot of super cool items. I'm going to include those in future plays and lots of restocks. We've got a little Demon Slayer figure right there. I've got that Kirby. It was a successful try, and it was super cool. It's one of those things where you got the fluid filled in the little star there, and Kirby's riding around on top of his Star Rider. I think that's what they're called. And just super cool items. I think they're way fun. Once we start rolling in a little more money, then we will start including some cooler toys in the layers, just to pique some interest. Now, I did want to see if I could actually get a hold of that mushroom. They do still sell those at the store from time to time, and I think that'd be a fun little inclusion later on in the restocking of this machine. It comes with little candies, super cool little tin. I've kept it for years and years. So I'm trying to get that mushroom in the claw and see if it will fit. And not this time, but I think it's the next time I get it. We just gotta see if that will fit in the claw. Let's see here. I think I was loading in more quarters. Oh, there we go. Almost. Dang. Let's go again. Let's try for that mushroom. Ah, we just missed it again. Okay, surely we must have it this next time. Let's pop in those quarters and give it another whirl. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, that's a good grab. And that's it, we got it. Alright, I was trying to get that Demon Slayer toy, but I got tired of playing around with it and just decided to fix it in the right kind of position to see if I could get it, see if it's even attainable. So here we go. Alright, round one, just setting it up. I think that should be about right. Let's go ahead and drop the claw. Ah, not quite. Well, let's go ahead and give it another try. Just load in those quarters. And here we go. Get it to where I think it's just about right. And we'll drop it again. Ah, that was a lot better, but still no dice. We'll go ahead and get it all set up one more time. Just getting that right location and drop it. Oh, just about. Now, I do wonder, for those of you who watch the anime Demon Slayer, do you have a favorite character, favorite figure that you might have in that show? I know a lot of people really rave about the sister. I got into it. I haven't finished it at all yet, but I am trying to get through it. I just can't quite sit down and focus right now, but we'll get there eventually. I am super curious what's inside this though, so I do eventually open it up, and it was I can't remember her name, Nezuko I think it is, the sister. I did get lucky, and that is the figure that's in there. So instead of keeping it as a prize, I went ahead and put it up in the display that you'll see later for the prizes. Alright, well hey, thank you guys again for watching this video. We'll see you next time. If you liked it, please click the like button and subscribe with that bell notification.